Hi, Dirty Girl here with another vintage sales report from eBay and Etsy. I know I just did one a couple days ago, but I'm trying to get caught up, so I don't know if I'll ever be caught up, but I'm giving it a try. So let's start with eBay first. I sold some more of these. They're either turquoise or they're this other stone that's called chrysocolla or something like that. They look a lot alike to me, and the value is very similar. And they're both used to make jewelry, so I don't know. But anyway, I paid about $3 for these at the flea market, and I sold them for $11.50 plus shipping. Oops. Sorry, my little piece of paper tried to blow away. Okay. Next up, we have this glass box. This was in the auction box that I paid $50 for, I think. And I didn't know what it was. You may have seen it in the haul video. I was like, I don't know what this is, but I think it's something special. Well, it is something special. It's Murano glass. It's called a sommerso technique, where it is like one color glass is then encased in a different color glass. And this one is amber in the center, and it goes to clear. These can sell for hundreds of dollars. This one had some very slight condition issues, mostly the metal around it was just a little bit oxidized here and there was some teeny tiny flea bite chips, really small. So I put it up for $2.79 on eBay, and I got a whole bunch of real low ball offers. And so when I got one that was $1.79, I took it. So $1.79 free shipping. I was able to put this in a large flat rate box, so that was like $16 or so. And so that was pretty good for a $10 investment, which was the value I assigned this box. So that kind of saved my bacon a little bit this week, because it's otherwise a lot of really tiny sales. So I'm just gonna go through my Etsy sales real fast. I sold these mother of pearl and with these little silver Asian characters, cufflinks, and I sold these for $12, and they were free from my mother-in-law. I sold these little, these are called they're made of Blanc de Chine, which is a kind of porcelain, I think. It's 2 of the 8 horses of Wang Mu. This is a folklore thing. They usually come in sets of 8 horses in different characteristic poses, and there's a whole story that goes with it. But I only had 2 of the horses. These came in a little box of figurines I bought at a garage sale for 50 cents. I've sold a number of those figurines already, so these cost maybe a dime, and I sold them for $16. This is a mother of pearl mosaic and brass bracelet, bangle bracelet, and that came from my mother-in-law, cost me nothing, and I sold it for $15. This is a Jonette Jewelry pewter pin with all these little sewing things. It's a measuring tape and then thread, needle, scissors, thimble, button. Really cute little pin. And that sold for $14, and I paid $2 for it from the flea market. This is a really big copper necklace from the late 60s or maybe 1970s. And I sold it along with another bracelet to the same necklace rather, to the same person. This one came from my mother-in-law, so it cost me nothing, and it sold for $16. And this one, little turtle with black rhinestones, he's copper. This one sold to the same person, sold for $14, and I paid $2 for it. No, wait, $3 for it at the flea market. This is proof that sometimes it pays to visit the dollar table. I paid $1 for this at the flea market. It's silver plate, and it's a kind of an Art Nouveau style with this sort of twig thing and these cutouts. And anyway, I determined that this was kind of an old bell, and I sold it for $24. Paid $1 for it. And this is an interesting item. This is a POW bracelet from the 1960s to, well, late 1960s, early 1970s. This item is really kind of personal to me because I had one of these bracelets for a POW, different man. I wore that for years. I got it in maybe 6th or 7th grade and wore it all the way till the end of the Vietnam War, and when the POWs came home, and my guy came home, and he was there in a prison for like 6 years, and he went on to do great things. And there was a certain company that did the original ones in nickel plated, and you can tell that just looks a certain way. This is one of the original ones, and these are collector items now. So this, I believe this came from my mother-in-law. Yeah, and I sold it for $28. Feel a little guilty making money off POW bracelets, but I think it's neat that people appreciate them now. Nice little story that goes with this necklace too. This came from my mother-in-law, so it was not $0 for me. I sold it for $16, and I got a really nice little note from the buyer saying that she was going to be wearing it in her wedding. And she has a blog that's called The Broke Ass Bride, and she's documenting how she's putting her wedding together on a shoestring budget. And it's a really cute blog, and so she gave me a mention and put a picture of the necklace in there, which was really nice. Nice little promotion for me, so that made me happy. This is a jacquard table runner. It's in these beautiful muted browns and olive green and beige. This is something I've had for a million years. I may have bought it for my antiques shop that I had in the 90s, or it may have just been something that was in the family. I really don't remember, so I have no idea what I paid for it. But I sold it for $14, and it's quite old. Really nice. You may remember me buying this little enamel frog pin recently. He was in a haul video. I paid $4 for him, but when I got him home I realized he had some fairly serious condition issues. He's got, the paint is chipped off the top of his eyes, which is not good. So I put a really reasonable price on him, and he sold for $10. So, tiny little profit there. This was also on a recent haul video. I got it at an estate sale for $1. It's a stainless steel or a chrome plated tea strainer with a little curly Q design, and I sold that for $14. And my last item is this, where are we? This is an onyx in a gold-plated setting. You can see how tiny it is. Tiny, tiny, tiny little pendant necklace. And I paid, oh, that came from my mother-in-law, so I paid nothing for it, and I sold it for $14. And that is it for my week's sales. I sold a total of $380.50. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not right. $356.40 once I took out the shipping for that box. And I paid a total of $24.10 for all those items. So even though it wasn't a huge amount of sales, it was a pretty good profit. And hoping for better things. I will see you next time. I'm hoping to do another haul video soon. Thanks. Oh, my items are available at vintagedazzle.etsy.com or on eBay as Carol Lennox. I will put the links in the description below. Okay, thanks. Bye.